Now, from the area's leader in live local news, this is WYLN News, the area's #1 source of live local news and information in Luzerne, Schuylkill, Carbon, and Columbia counties. WYLN News starts now.
Good evening, and thank you for joining us on WYLN News. Here's a recap of our top stories from the week. Police were called to execute a search warrant Monday morning for a house on the corner of Barney and Richard Street in Wilkes-Barre. The warrant was for a report of a physical and sexual assault. When police arrived to search the residence, somebody inside opened fire on the officers. They immediately called for backup, and the Pennsylvania State Police brought in their Special Emergency Response Team. To get in contact with the gunman, the PSP-SERT team used a drone, a helicopter, and a robotic canine. Hours later, police tried again to enter the house, and they found the gunman dead in what they are calling an apparent suicide. No officers were injured during the incident. At this time, names of the assault victim and the gunman have not been released yet. Butler Township Police have arrested 4 people last week at a home on 174 Freedom Road in Drums. Police say the property has been a problem property for years, linked to drug complaints, code violations, and other disturbances. When officers spotted 21-year-old Trisha Broughton wanted on drug charges run inside the house, backup was called from Pennsylvania State Police and other local police departments. Several suspects were found hiding throughout the property, one in the garage, another in a bedroom, and one in the crawl space. Among those arrested was 54-year-old John Recklidis, the resident, wanted on drug and firearms charges. Others taken into custody included Ryan Baricho, 51, and Christopher Lindenmuth, 57, both wanted on separate charges. Trisha Brotzman was also charged with possession of drug paraphernalia found during her arrest. The Hazleton area is in the top 10 of Pennsylvania's largest school districts, and this year the number of students continues to rise. The district has 286 new students enrolled for the 2025 to 2026 school year. They expect that number to rise by over 2,000 by the end of the decade and before a new proposed elementary school can open. The Cyber Academy has helped to lower some class sizes, but many classes will still have over 30 students this year. Penn State has been asked if space in Hazleton can be rented to the district, but they came back saying that they cannot rent at this time due to their own increased enrollment. The proposed elementary school in Hazleton is expected to house 12 to 15 future students, but with planning delays, construction isn't expected to start until at least 2027 and won't be complete before 2029. The Butler Township Police made an arrest around 12 a.m. last night following a break-in to the Fritzinger Town Senior Living Community. According to authorities, Zane Brobst, age 35, of Drums, intruded a private apartment, then assaulted its female resident, leaving her with serious injuries. Brobst then reportedly broke into 3 more rooms, knocking down a staff member in the process, then eventually getting barricaded in the laundry room until the police arrived. According to the police, Brobst showed symptoms of strong drug impairment. The incident resulted in 2 people getting hurt, with a female resident getting transferred to Lehigh Valley Hospital in Allentown. Zane Brobst has been charged with aggravated assault, burglary, criminal trespass, and other related offenses. He was taken to the Luzerne County Correctional Facility, unable to post the $30,000 bail. Residents of Sugarloaf Township spent more than 3 hours last week pressing for answers about a proposed data center project. The township's new solicitor, Michael Crotty, explained that much of the fight will take place at the state level with the Public Utilities Commission. Still, he plans to draft an ordinance with restrictions and guidelines for data centers. Many residents said they want a stronger role in shaping that ordinance. The supervisors have not scheduled another dedicated meeting. Instead, the draft will be introduced at a regular session, where the public can react before any vote is taken. While no plans have been formally submitted to the township, court filings show LBT Investment Group of Chicago intends to build 6 massive data centers on 185 acres, along with substations, access driveways, and stormwater basins along Tom Hagen Road. Crotty told residents that Pennsylvania law makes it difficult to ban data centers outright, so stopping it would be challenging. The next Sugarloaf Township Supervisors meeting is scheduled for September 15th at 6:30 p.m. at the Municipal Building. Piston Township fire crews battled these massive flames after a transformer fell and set a car on fire. The accident happened just after noon on Route 315 in front of the Knights Inn. The car hit a utility pole and is split in half, causing a transformer to fall and explode. The Pittston Township Fire Chief says they do not know what caused the initial accident, but the driver was able to escape the car and survived. One other car parked nearby was also damaged due to the fire's extreme heat. The 63rd Luzerne County Fair has begun. Gates open today at 4 o'clock p.m. at the Luzerne County Fairgrounds in Dallas, and new events this year include an illusionist and a kangaroo petting zoo. Music performances, rides, and lots of food welcomes fair attendees of all ages Wednesday through Sunday. K9 Detective Spike and his handler Chaz Below will be there on Saturday to give readings on their picture book to children. The Fleetwood Mac cover band Musk will be playing Saturday night, followed by fireworks. For more information about tickets, schedules, and more, visit the fair's website at LuzerneCountyFair.com. A strong armed robbery occurred in McAdoo Wednesday, and now police need the public's help identifying the suspect. Klein Township Police Department report that at approximately 4:40 p.m., a man entered JF Enterprises on Mile Hill Road and struck the proprietor in the head. He proceeded to take a gun and cash from the victim's pockets before fleeing into the woods north of the store. They believe this is the suspect caught on surveillance video and are searching for him. He is described as a white or light-skinned male, around 5 feet 10 inches tall, approximately 170 pounds, black hair and a black thin beard coming into a goatee. He was wearing a gray t-shirt and dark-colored cargo shorts at the time of the assault. Anyone with information about the suspect is asked to call the Klein Township Police Department at 570-929-2354. Coming up on WYLN News, we check in with PA State Representative Dane Watrow on Watrow's weekly update. Plus, WYLN historian Chris Fulmer leads us down the path through history with Lansford Part 4. And stay right here on WYLN. We'll be right back.
WYLN News brought to you by Lehigh Valley Hospital, Hazleton's emergency room team. Your experts in any emergency. When emergencies happen, minutes and expertise count. Lehigh Valley Hospital Hazleton is now part of Jefferson Health. We want your child to be our WYLN weather kid. Your child can be our feature weather reporter of the day on WYLN News and WYLN social media posts, just by using your smartphone or any video recording device. It's easy. All ages are welcome, from toddlers to teens. To find out how, go to the weather section of WYLNTV.com or look for our post about it on the WYLN News Facebook page. Submit your weather kid video today.
For a better customer experience, visit Fairway Subaru in Hazleton. Fairway Subaru has been providing generations of customers with Subarus. With exceptional customer service they've come to expect. Check out our selection in person or at fairwaysubaru.com. Fairway Subaru, the right car, the right price, the right dealer.
Come shoot at Whitetail Preserve 118 Boulevard Road in Bloomsburg. Their skeet, trap, and sporting clay fields are professionally designed, and all stations are handicapped accessible. Whitetail Preserve has resident shooting instructors certified by the NRA in shotgun, rifle, pistol, home safety, and personal protection in the home. Whitetail can also cater any size event, whether it be a private party, corporate event, or wedding. Call 570-384-2314 or 570-790-8969.
Something is out there. What it is, no one knows. However, since its first sighting, there have been numerous reports of strange lights in the night sky. Some say they are extraterrestrials, flying saucers. But to all of those seemingly unrelated uncertainties, there is one common thread.
Solo Spaceman. Watch Solo Spaceman on WYLN Thursdays at 1:30, Saturdays at 7, and Sundays at 4:30. Do you like craft beer? Do you want to learn the right way to sample wine? How about checking out a restaurant with a unique flavor or a crazy food challenge? These are just some of the things we are featuring on Wine, Hops, and Road Stops. So, spend some time learning about great wine, great beer, and great food on WYLN TV 35.
For a better customer experience, visit Fairway Subaru in Hazleton. Fairway Subaru has been providing generations of customers with Subarus. With exceptional customer service they've come to expect. Check out our selection in person or at fairwaysubaru.com. Fairway Subaru, the right car, the right price, the right dealer.
Hi, I'm Preston Andrews, your host here on Wacho's Weekly Update today, and here with me today again is Dane Wacho. How are you today, Dane?
I'm doing very good, thank you. It's getting a little bit chilly out there for me, Preston. I don't like it. I'm going to miss summer very much, but thank you for having me again.
Yeah, we'll all have differing opinions on that. I mean, I know you like the hot, but I don't mind a little breeze here and there. But that's you, that's me, so yeah. So from what you told me recently is that you went to the American Legion, is that correct?
Yeah, the American Legion had a Veterans Appreciation Day here in Hazleton, Post 76. They're located right on Diamond Ave. They're right down here in the city of Hazleton, and every year, I've been attending this for several years now, they have an Appreciation Day cookout for our veterans. The Sons of the American Legion, the Ladies Auxiliary, and the American Legion, they all join forces. Those three entities all in one do such an amazing job to go ahead and give back to our veterans who serve our great country. Great cookout, great, wonderful ceremony. The district commander came down from up north to give, he was a guest speaker. I had the opportunity to say a few words as well. It's just something that they feel that they need to do to go ahead and honor our veterans, to have a cookout for our heroes. And I call them our heroes because it's very important. To include, shortly after that ceremony, they had an Eagle Scout presentation. I know we discussed that earlier as well. So that was very nice. The monument at Community Park in Hazleton there's a real nice statue of a dog from Vietnam. They used dogs heavily during that campaign.
I did not know that.
Yeah, and to include, they have I'm sure you've seen the big symbolic for our fallen soldiers with the helmet, with the rifle and the boots, and the dog tags hanging. This individual who earned the rank of Eagle Scout painted that statue, and it looks absolutely beautiful. Removed some of the mulch around there, put stone in, hardscaped it. Looks absolutely beautiful. Just a great monument there overall to honor our veterans and Vietnam vets.
Yeah, it is really nice to know that they're getting. I know that now that there are more days dedicated to them rather than just November 11th, they really could use a cookout and the summer to enjoy it, because I don't know, have you ever heard of a cookout in November?
No, November would be a bad time to have a cookout, unfortunately, here with the cold weather. But you're right. So many more organizations and like our American Legions, our VFWs are honoring our veterans more than just that one day. That they deserve to be honored every day for their service and sacrifice, whether they served stateside or abroad. We thank each and every one of our heroes, our veterans.
And speaking of veterans, let's see, they're around to be pretty old, just like the elderly that are to attend this senior expo coming up. I know we discussed it before, but what's another few mentions?
Yeah, Friday, September the 12th at the Laurel Mall, 9 o'clock to noon. I am very excited about this one. It's always a great turnout. This is my third annual one I'll be doing at the Laurel Mall in Hazleton, September the 12th from 9 o'clock to 12 o'clock, Preston. This is an event that we have just about 70 vendors coming to that is going to give out free testing to our seniors, show our seniors what is available to them. We're going to have so many state agencies there, and our senior citizens are the backbone, along with our veterans, of our community, and we need to make sure they're taken care of, and we need to make sure they're educated on what services are available to them. Let's face it, we're all going to be there at some point in our life. So we got to make sure we take care of them, educate them, let them know what services. They're going to be glucose testing. So many other testing and vaccinations will be there if they choose, our senior citizens choose to go ahead and take that opportunity to get those. So come on out, see me. I'll be right in the center of the Laurel Mall there. Say hi. There'll be free giveaways at a lot of the different stations in the Laurel Mall on September the 12th from 9 to 12.
Yes, like every year I've seen you there, and I've seen the amazing turnout. I do look forward to that, and despite me just being there to work, it was honestly pretty fun both years.
Yeah, very fun. I got to meet so many people from both Schuylkill County and Luzerne County, and they're always happy and impressed as well to learn what's available to them.
Yeah. Yep. It's so let's see, that's almost 15 days away, pretty much.
15 days away. Oh yeah. So 2 weeks. Make your plans. You don't need a reserve. Just show up. Come and see us. The vendors are all set. Like I said, we have about 70 of them this year, which I'm very excited.
And it's going to be quite a day. I'm happy for that at all.
Yeah.
Okay, well, with all that was covered, I'm happy that we have a lot of honor for our veterans and a lot of help for our seniors too, and that'll be a nice little message to give right here on Watro's Weekly Update. I guess we'll see you next time.
You know, parents that are watching this show, if you have a child that plays sports, soccer, basketball, tennis, golf, whatever it is, so often you can get an extremity injury, a knee, shoulder that is affected by the spine. So, Dr. Russ, what have you seen with athletic injuries?
I see quite a few athletic injuries, actually. Some of the worst ones are when a joint is forced into a plane or direction that it's not designed to be. Let's talk about the knee. The knee is more of a hinge joint, out and back, but it supports all of our upper body weight, allows us to run, allows us to play sports. When the knee is struck from an obtuse angle, like from the side front or the side directly, it's going to give, and you're going to have displacement of the knee, you can have ligamentous damage, you can have meniscus damage. So if that happens, call us.
If you're looking for an affordable pre-owned car or truck, Cheers Auto Sales has a great lineup of clean, dependable, and quality vehicles. Stop in at 610 North Broad Street in West Hazelton, 570-454-7229. Cheers is proud to be celebrating 70 years in business.
Guys, do you realize what we're doing this season? Yeah. We've got the best deals. We've got the lowest price guarantees. We got enough inventory for everyone in Hazleton. And the season starts, and it's starting right now. Yeah!
The lowest price guarantee.
Yeah. Ow! Remember this, Blaze Alexander, Greater Hazleton GMC. We have the...
It's high school football time on Wyln TV 35. Check out the game of the week and join the entire Wyln sports team as they bring live high school football to you. Watch over the air in Hazleton at 35.1, Berwick at 47.1, or Williamsport at 9.1, or Service Electric Cable, Channel 7 or 507, or online. The Game of the Week is brought to you by Lehigh Valley Orthopedic Institute. Comebacks begin here.
My name is Zyla, and tomorrow's gonna be stormy.
Lehigh Coal Navigation's influence was waning by the early 1940s, with the nation switching to oil and other sources of fuel, but the company still had a role to play in Lansford's story. Concerned by a large rash of drownings in the area in 1943, notably that of 8-year-old Cornelius Bonner Jr. and his sister in Summit Hill's Stony Lonesome section, company president Evan Evans proposed building a large recreational center in the west side of Lansford. He had the company put down $25,000 for construction and promised to further match any donations made by community members. The donations came rapidly, and the recreational center, featuring a large community pool, opened on the 4th of July, 1944. For the following 70 years, Panther Valley residents enjoyed many safe summer days and evenings in the waves of the pool. As television took off across America in the early 1950s, Lansford would become the epicenter of the medium's development. Bob Tarleton at the time owned a TV sale and repair shop at the corner of East Paris and Chestnut Streets. The mountains surrounding Lansford allowed for only a weak signal from the Philadelphia area to reach viewers in the valley. Tarleton attempted to remedy this for his customers by running a coaxial cable to a tower atop the mountain in Summit Hill. He and other TV dealers in town then banded together to form the Lansford Cable Company, which would become the very first commercial cable television company in the country and charge viewers a monthly service fee to get high-grade picture quality. Wanting to upgrade further in the technology, Tarleton reached out to Gerald Electronics of Philadelphia, which at the time was headed by future Pennsylvania Governor Milton Shapp. The company modified one of their amplifiers to allow for even better picture quality. Tarleton would subsequently go on to work for Gerald and helped it reconfigure itself into producing equipment for the cable TV market. He would train many others who entered the nascent cable business and would be co-founder of the National Cable Television Association and the Pennsylvania Cable Television Association. Throughout all the changes in the Panther Valley and the wider coal region throughout the 20th century, a strong local love for football remained constant, and several of the Panther Valley Sons would make a name for themselves coaching on the gridiron nationally. One of them was Mike Holovac, born in Lansford in 1919. After a standout career at Lansford High School, where he at one point helped to defeat an opposing team coached by Vince Lombardi, he played collegiately at Boston College under the legendary Frank Leahy. Averaging 5 yards a carry in college, Holovac led the Eagles to both the Sugar and Orange Bowls during his time in Chestnut Hill. After wartime service captaining a PT boat in the Pacific, he would play 3 years professionally with the Los Angeles Rams and Chicago Bears. After retiring in 1949, he returned to Boston College as a coach. He would be the Eagles coach from 1951 to 1959, then would move on to the NFL as the then Boston Patriots running backs coach. When Patriots coach Lou Saban was fired on October 10, 1961, Holovac was named his replacement. He led the team to a winning record the rest of the season and was rewarded with the permanent head coaching job. Holovac led the Patriots through 1968 and would reach the AFL Championship game in 1963. His later years with the Patriots would prove less successful than his earlier ones, and he was fired in January 1969. Holovac's 53 wins with the Patriots would be the most of any coach in franchise history until they would be surpassed by Bill Belichick in 2005. After leaving Boston, Holovac bounced around as an assistant coach with the San Francisco 49ers, Oakland Raiders, and New York Jets, and would serve one game as interim Jets coach at the end of the 1976 season when Lou Holtz left for Arkansas. He then moved into a front office position with the then Houston Oilers as the team's executive vice president from 1981 to 1988 and its general manager from 1989 to 1993. Under Holovac's hand, the Oilers drafted Warren Moon as quarterback and would become a strong perennial contender. Holovac continued with the team as a scout until his retirement in 1999. On the college level, Panther Valley area football would be carried forward by George Welsh, who had been born just west of Lansford in Coaldale in 1933. He would join the U.S. Naval Academy after graduating high school and was a solid quarterback for the midshipmen, being named first-team All-American in 1955. Welsh then got into coaching after his playing days had ended. He would be hired as an assistant coach at Penn State by Rip Engel in 1963 and would be retained by Joe Paterno when the latter was named coach in 1966. Welsh remained at State College until 1972 when Navy called him back to coach its team, which had stumbled in the years since the graduation of Roger Staubach. Welsh turned the Academy's team around, leading the midshipmen to 3 straight bowl games, and 9 seasons as coach, he would beat rival Army 7 times. At the end of his last year in charge, he had become Navy's all-time winningest coach, although this record has since been surpassed. By then, Welsh's success had caught the eye of the University of Virginia, which at the time was a football doormat. When Welsh was hired in Charlottesville in 1981, the Cavaliers had never made a bowl game and had only won 33 Atlantic Coast Conference games in roughly 30 years. As he had at Navy, Welsh quickly turned Virginia around. By his 3rd year, he led the school to their first bowl appearance in the 1984 Peach Bowl. It would be the first of 12 bowls he would lead Virginia to. Welsh also coached the Cavaliers to ACC titles in 1989 and 1995 and won 7 or more games for 13 straight seasons. Arguably his best year would be in 1990, in which Virginia won its first 7 games, beat rival Clemson for the first time in nearly 30 tries, and was ranked number 1 in the nation for 2 weeks. When Welsh retired at the end of the 2000 season, his 134 wins in Virginia were the most in ACC history, although that record has also since been surpassed. Back in Lansford itself, as a new century dawned, 2 brothers would show the town and region the power of kindness and charity in many ways. Ralph and Daniel Sipko were born in 1921 and 1930 respectively, the sons of Slovakian immigrants. Over the decades, they worked in mining and factory jobs. They also invested in various industries along the way. These investments would eventually pay off for the brothers, who by the 1990s were millionaires with a net gross of roughly $300 million. Despite this status, they lived frugal lives, sharing the same house and driving a 1980 Plymouth. By 1994, Daniel and Ralph made the decision to share their wealth with the coal region. Their first donation of $75,000 would go to Marian Catholic High School in hometown that year. More donations from the brothers would soon follow. A total of $6 million would go to churches in the Diocese of Allentown, Scranton, and Philadelphia. The Sipkos also paid to restore the Carbon County Courthouse clock, as well as Palmerton's community clock, and gave to the local American Cancer Society. In Lansford itself, the brothers' money would be used in buying the borough new Christmas decorations, adding gazebo to Kennedy Park, and opening the No. 9 Mine Museum. The Sipkos' generosity would also reach beyond America's shores, as they paid for 5,000 sweaters to be distributed to children in Bosnia, a gesture that earned them both a humanitarian award in 2003. By then, the brothers had gained a major following throughout the coal region. Daniel Sipko died in 2006, and Ralph Sipko would pass on 2 years later in 2008. Both brothers rest together today in Summit Hill's St. Michael Cemetery, but their legacy of caring and generosity lives on today.
SJ Kowalski is your Mitsubishi Diamond Contractor. They can install a Mitsubishi electric Mr. Slim ductless heating and cooling system. Mr. Slim systems are designed to make any living space in your home inviting. You can have a different temperature control for every room in your home. The money-saving technology can save you 25 to 50% on your heating bill. For Mitsubishi, Rinnai, and trained comfort specialists, call SJ Kowalski at 570-455-2600.
PPW High Voltage is back. Join us for all the hard-hitting, high-flying, non-stop action that only PPW Wrestling can bring you. Join us each and every week as we bring you the action from the Slatington Expo Center, Saturdays at 4:30, Sundays at 10 p.m., only on WYLN. PPW Wrestling, the best in independent wrestling.
Come shoot at Whitetail Preserve, 118 Boulevard Road in Bloomsburg. Their skeet, trap, and sporting clay fields are professionally designed, and all stations are handicap accessible. Whitetail Preserve has resident shooting instructors certified by the NRA in shotgun, rifle, pistol, home safety, and personal protection in the home. Whitetail can also cater any size event, whether it be a private party, corporate event, or wedding. Call 570-384-2314 or 570-790-8969.
Hello, I'm WYLN historian Chris Fulmer. Pennsylvania's communities are filled with interesting history. Come with me as we discover the people, events, industries, and other historic facets of local towns.
You're watching WYLN TV 35.